Immigrants have defended the United States in every major conflict since the Revolutionary War, yet anywhere from a few hundred to a few thousand immigrant veterans are estimated to have been deported. That is unacceptable, and I'm very proud that President Biden has taken steps to not only stop deportations of veterans, but also to allow deported veterans to return and to ensure immigrant service members and their families can become citizens and have access to military benefits. So I have a number of questions. If you wouldn't mind just keeping your answers short so I can get through all of them, I would certainly appreciate it. Ms. Rogers, the first several are for you. Would you agree that it's in the best interest of our national security to naturalize immigrants serving in the military?
Um, I would say that my opinion is really not relevant, because under the Section 329 of the immigration law, they're eligible to apply and become citizens.
We've heard from previous witnesses that this is very important. For instance, if we had someone with a green card from South Korea who enlists and is stationed in South Korea, this person could be subject to arrest because there's a mandatory military conscription for men in South Korea. So we put our own military folks in danger by not ensuring citizenship. In your opening statement, Ms. Rogers, you mentioned that USCIS cannot complete a naturalization application from an active duty service member without certification of their service from DoD. Can you briefly discuss some of the interagency obstacles that currently exist to making naturalization at basic training a reality for all non-citizen service members?
Yes, USCIS and DoD, as my colleague Ms. Miller stated, work very closely in partnership to support members of the military in accessing citizenship. The form you're talking about, the certification of service, is required before USCIS can proceed with an application. And I would defer to my colleague Ms. Miller to discuss that process further, as it is a DoD function.
And would you like to respond to that, Ms. Miller, briefly?
Yes, ma'am. As a result of a court order in August of 2020, the department currently is certifying N426 requests in as little as the first day of qualification at basic training. The individual has the opportunity to request that certification, and ensuring that the proper requirements are met. An 06 officer or higher then goes through the process of certifying that, and then working closely with USCIS to ensure the next steps in the process are facilitated between the two agencies.
And are there additional authorities, Ms. Rogers, that you or DoD require to make this happen or make it happen more quickly?
There are other requirements to naturalization. Is that what you're referring to, Congresswoman, or other obstacles? I'm not sure. I'm
really more broadly. The question is for you in terms of how do we ensure that we are being most efficient and quick with our with these applications.
Yes, I think that, well, first of all, the most important thing is the partnership between USCIS and DoD, and that and the communication with the service member. Because when the service it's really important for a service member, as I stated in my opening remarks, to understand that there's a process to becoming a US citizen. There's an application that needs to be filed. They have to get the certification from their commanding officer. And it's very, very important that we continue to foster our partnership with DoD. And as a matter of fact, we have started to enter into discussions about putting together a formal agreement about where the touch points will be for the service members.
Thank you. And I have a question for Ms. Miller. Only the Navy has facilitated naturalization for its service members, correct?
No, ma'am. All services facilitate naturalization on behalf of qualifying service members and have legal service officers who are trained to help expedite that process.
Well, what I meant to say is has facilitated naturalization at basic training. Is it only the Navy that has done that at basic training?
The Navy is working to determine if it would be appropriate to establish a permanent office within their basic training location. The other basic training locations within the other services work with USCIS case officers and bring them in on a periodic basis rather than having a permanent establishment.
I would like to come back to this. My time has expired, but our understanding is that it's only the Navy that has been doing this. And so I want to make sure that we are working with DoD to expand naturalization among service members. Madam Chair, I yield back.